boundaries as much as possible because they really take care of me here. So, if you could please, yeah, go to the outside. I ain't mad at you. I respect you for asking, good sir. Definitely respect you. All right. Dacor Capone. Where'd you? Yeah, I'm gonna ask you. I hope you know that's one of your questions.
That's right.
Where'd you come up? You from the O, or are you from?
Nah, I'm from New York. I've been out here like 10 years though.
Yeah, I felt that. What'd you come down there for? Just opportunity, or?
Basically, I was touring.
So you was always saving that part for. Okay, cool.
So I was touring on an independent tour, and I would come back and forth. I would go to Miami and play like every other month.
Damn.
And then, like my third time out there, I stopped in Orlando because I wanted to see what the scene in the city was.
Of course.
And then I just loved it out here, and I had already like had in my mind.
Buddy, welcome, welcome, welcome to Free World Radio. It's your boy, DJ Red Tables. Hey, I like when my name pops up down there. It's all cool. And today I'm wearing my number 2 jacket. Shout out to Hoagie from the Kids Next Door. Today I have a great number of artists for y'all today. Introducing my first artist, Dacor Capone. Y'all make some noise, make some noise, make some noise. See, yeah, they did the sound effects. They always do the sound effects when it matters. They always do the sound effects.
How y'all doing today?
So of course, hold on, they're playing your music. We gotta get the music played in here one day. Everybody out there can jam your music, but then and on the video it's gonna be loud. Like they probably can't hear us with their music.
The music's playing.
They're just looking at us like, what are we talking about?
What are we talking about? Yeah. The music playing. They should be vibing.
We just gonna let the vibes play. And cut the music. Yeah. All right. Tell us a little bit about yourself. You know, the basics, the normals, what everybody knows. But you know, we're on Free World Radio, so give us the guidelines.
I go by the name of Dacor Capone. I'm an artist, independent artist / CEO. Just launched a label called Timeless Vibes Enterprise.
Nice.
Partnership, distribution with It's Gorgeous Music out in Las Vegas.
Nice.
So now we're just getting rolling out. Everything's getting started. I just dropped my first single, actually in partnership with you on your Free World mixtape.
Yeah, Free World mixtape.
We're working.
So earlier we were discussing it, but I kind of feel like you gotta touch in on it. How long have you been in the music industry?
So I've been in the music industry about 15 years. I had my own independent record label for about 8 years.
Okay.
One of my business partners is here with me. He's out there, Dollar Man. Shout out to my guy.
Nice. I met him. He's a pretty swell fella.
Yeah, that's my guy. He's been with me since the beginning of the first label.
You don't find them like that. Yeah, you do not find them like that. That's
He's
what's up.
Okay. He's a real one.
So let's talk about that. Owning your record label. Give me some ups and downs, because there's a lot of people out here that, you know, I own this record label, but their paperwork ain't right. And when you look at them, it's kind of like,
they don't really own anything.
Do you really own a record label, or are you just saying you do? So can you give our audiences some input on what it's like to actually run a record label, day-to-day operations?
Okay, it's a lot of work, especially if you don't have the right team together. My first run, I did a lot of the logistics myself, which it took a lot. It took a toll on me. And, you know, being the forefront of the label, if your artists aren't doing what needs to be done or meeting the quota, guess what? You still got to fill that void. So a lot of times I was the artist, the CEO, the manager, all of it in one. The producer.
A lot of hats,
you know, we had a strong run. We had a nice team. We had some talented artists. A lot of fallouts, egos. Everybody wants to be the top guy. Everybody wants to be the boss. Everybody wants to be the number one or the focal artist.
Of course.
You know, it takes a lot. And then, you know, you got artists that just work harder than others. So, you know, that's how the business works.
Of course.
We were more in the pre-social media era, so we sold CDs a lot. I was more outside, so I was in the hand-to-hand era with it.
That's what I'm talking about. That's the, man, hey, old school. They say what they want about today, and I guarantee you when someone figures out a way to make like a Bluetooth device that will literally, hey, you want my music? Whoop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
it's
chap.
Gonna be over.
That's
gonna be
chap.
Over.
I'm waiting on that. So you know what my next question is, because next question is.
What?
How'd you get your name?
All right, so it's a funny thing. My name is Corey. That's my birth name.
Okay.
Everybody always called me Core for short. Like, it just stuck. People just called me Core. So I had one friend, when I first started really taking rap serious, I didn't have a rap name. I was playing around with rap names. They used to call me Little Scarface, Little Capone. That was one of my names. That's how Capone stuck with me, because they always called me Capone.
That's nice. Okay, cool.
So one day he was like, Dacor, and he just kept saying it, and I'm like, what's that? He's like, that's your new name, and I'm like, where'd you get that from? And he's like, Dacor, you're Dacor. It's you, Dacor. So I'm like, oh shit, and I liked it. And then, but at the beginning it was just like, oh, I'm Dacor, yeah, and everybody just started calling me, and it just stuck instantly. And then as I focused on my raps more, I wanted to make it mean something, because Dacor is just Dacor. Okay, it's the center.
Yeah.
So I created an acronym which entails the name and the word at the same time. So it's Dacor, like the, but a D-A, center of reality, which is Dacor.
I love when people give meaning to their like actual things they do. Like, oh yeah, I was sitting outside, cracked a beer open, cacao, and now my name is Little Cacao. Tell me about your musical journey and where it's about to go, because as a man with many plans, you're not standing idle for too long.
No,
so
not
can
at
you
all.
please elaborate just a little bit?
So my musical journey, like I said, I've been an independent artist. I've had 2 independent deals. Besides my label, I've been signed to 2.
Can you elaborate on those 2, please?
I've been signed to 2 independent companies. I won't say the names of those companies.
Understood.
But those deals weren't the best situations. The first deal was good, I'm not gonna lie. It was like a group collaborative album. We weren't like signed individually, we're signed as a group.
Okay.
Shout out to Fritz, I will give him props, because he has Fritz put us together. We were all artists from different places, and he collectively put us together on the album. He was managing, I think, at Arista at the time, so he got a little situation with them. He put the album out. It came out on, this was before platforms, so it was in the stores, and we had CDs. We were selling CDs again. I come from the era.
Man, you came.
Hand-to-hand CDs.
Not to cut you off, but you really came out of getting it out the mud.
Yeah,
I got a question for you after you finish your spiel, because it's gonna relate exactly to what you just said.
I got you. So then, I had that deal. Then I signed to another independent company. We were running around for a while. I was writing a lot of music, helping other artists with their verses, helping clean up music. And I produced a few records that they end up selling, and I didn't make any money off the deal. So that's when I started to learn the business side of things, and I started to focus more on how publishing works and all the details of that. So then that's when I dove more into the business.
When you know, a lot of times that you're talking now, you're talking about the old school way and how basically that impacted you about how you do stuff now. Would you say the old school way is better as far as like marketing and pushing your music, or did you have to adapt and, what's a better word? Adapt and pretty much just adapt to push your music out in today's time frame? Because you know, with TikTok, TikTok by itself being one of the biggest musical platforms, which it wasn't supposed to, but
it is.
Here we are. So how did you adapt from the very old school way, CDs and everything, to this now technological way of streaming and everything else?
To be honest, it took me a while. It was a few years, a dry phase where I didn't know what the next move was because, like I said, we come from the CD era. We used to go out there and sell 100 CDs and make money. All the artists could eat.
Right.
But then when that changed, and it's like, and then at that time I was able to get paid. If I performed at a good event and I met the right person, he might book me for 2 or 3 paid shows for a few $100s. So there was ways to keep money rolling, and I was pretty much tapped in. I have family members who's in the industry.
Nice.
Even, so I've always been plugged in and always had opportunities that a lot of artists didn't get. And I work hard, and I had the talent. So they always saw that, and they always put me in rooms that I needed to be in. So that helped me. Running an independent company, like I said, it took a toll on me. After all the transitioning, it took a while, a long phase for me to even adapt. Even me as an artist, I didn't know, like I would try things, and it was like I'm throwing something at the wall and it's just sticking, nothing was sticking.
Yeah.
And then realistically, I'll be honest, I took a bet on myself. My mom's passed. I promised her I wouldn't give up on my dreams. And I still wasn't motivated to make music. But I had a lot of music that I was sitting on that a lot of people hadn't heard yet.
Right.
So what I did was I started releasing and promoting that music and performing that music. And I went on a decent run out here throughout Orlando and a few other cities, just performing songs that I had already recorded, just to see if the people would even take to it, how the people would react, see if I still had the appeal for the people.
Right.
And it became pretty good. It became pretty prominent. I was doing shows every weekend. I met the right people, started networking, started doing my own events. And then through a mutual friend and a business partner that I met years back, we just had a couple conversations. And I was in the process of doing the Empire Portal deal like everybody else does, but I wanted to do something different.
Absolutely.
So then I got a call from the CEO of His Gorgeous Musique. He said he'd been watching my movement. He likes what he sees. We had a few conversations. He told me what he could bring to the table. He saw what I could bring to the table, and then we had conversations on what my vision and my plan was. Then it took about 2 or 3 months before we locked in the deal, but then we came to an agreement, had a distribution deal. Then now recently I just went to Vegas. He took me on a nice press run out there. We did radio, podcasts, mic drops.
That's what's up.
So like I said, this is the beginning of the rollout now. I'm partnered with quite a few artists. Shout out to Jillian. She won the first slot in the distribution deal. She was the first artist to officially partner with us because she won.
That's what's up.
And then I'm working with Young AK-22, Jay Morris, Ram Pharaoh. So I'm working with a few artists, but the focus, everybody's basically, it's time for everybody to put in the work now.
Well said.
We got South by Southwest coming up.
You already know
things
it.
coming up, so it's time to work.
So, briefly, I have to ask you, because we're running out of time here, I have to ask you one of Red Table's famous deep, dark, concerning questions. Now, with everything that's happened up to this point in your life, you would say that it's all been very beneficial to your artistry. Correct. But if there is one thing you could look in that camera and tell the younger you, let's say about 20 years ago before you even started, you know it's about to happen. What's one thing you would tell yourself as a word of advice to get ready for that journey?
Stop procrastinating. Get off your ass and get to work.
Why? Because everybody can say it, but why?
I mean, a lot of people who know me and who witnessed my journey would say, man, he's one of the most consistent at what he's done.
Okay.
But there's been a lot of times where I doubted myself. I just didn't put the effort that I felt was needed. And I missed a lot of golden opportunities that a lot of artists don't even get. So that's why I'm so focused and so serious now, because, like I said, I missed a few big opportunities.
Hey, experience will make you learn. Whether you want to or not, experience will make you learn.
That's a fact.
At this time, please go ahead and give your shout outs to the people. Anybody that you would like to, that you think formally deserves a shout out. You know how we do on here. Go ahead.
Again, I go by the name of Dacor Capone, CEO of Timeless Vibes Enterprises, in partnership with It's Gorgeous Music. Shout out to It's Gorgeous Music. Shout out to all my business partners. Shout out to my dog, Dollar Man, the VP of the label, who just moved out here to Florida so we could take over. Shout out to my dog, producer Wiz, Wizard the producer. I don't know his IG.
Yeah.
Another one of my guys.
Yeah.
Shout out my dog B Slim and everybody. Shout out to all the artists in Orlando putting in that work. Stay tuned. We see y'all working.
And with that, everybody, I know what y'all are thinking. The interview's over. But no, it gets better. Every time, it gets better. Would you like to go ahead and introduce to them the song that you will be performing? And before I go, all these dang pockets. Thank you for coming on the show.
I appreciate you, my guy.
And if y'all don't know, there will be a collab coming soon. So, So, with all due respect, please give the name of your song, and one more time, give them the artist that is about to give them a performance.
Again, I go by the name of Dacor Capone. Shout out to Free World Radio for having me. Shout out my guy, DJ Red Tables. This song is going to be called Every Day, off the Free World mixtape. Tap in with us. Let's work.
Jenny, good looking. World music. Motivated by hate. Booty. It's timeless. You see, I wake up every morning like I gotta get this money, and ain't nothing gon' stop me from getting my money. Okay, why these niggas wanna fuck with me? I'm telling these niggas ain't touching me. I'm all about my MONE. Why can't these niggas fucking see? I'm married to my husband, making sure that money double. If you hate the way a nigga like me get paper, that nigga is fuck you. I did a lot of shit to live this lifestyle. I ain't never going back to that lifestyle. Niggas see me in the street, say, Corey doing good. I said, just started on my life now. Every day I put it on for my time, and I put in work for my craft. You can say what you want, you can hate all you want, but you can't deny it's my time now. You see, I wake up every morning like I gotta get this money, and ain't nothing gon' stop me from getting my money. No, I learned from the old school. Hustle for what you want, that's the old rules. These niggas starving, just wait for a meal, not me. I get my own food, plus I feed my dogs, just so they don't eat y'all. Cause if my niggas starving and they creeping up on y'all, but nah, I got my team straight. We eating that, but we baking cake. Hustling music, we used to hustle weight. Next year we moving into real estate. Now we eating off a bigger plate. I'm good with math, I got my figure straight. Ain't nothing gon' stop me from getting this cake. You see, I wake up every morning like I gotta get this money, and ain't nothing gon' stop me from getting my money. No, every day I wake up, I gotta get that cake up. I'm a boss, I ain't taking no pay cuts. 10 toes down, I'm straight up. Plus I'm on my way up. I ain't coming back down, I'ma stay up. I'ma go on a run like 5 years straight, and then I'ma take a vacation. Then you niggas get a year to get in. If not, then I'm going back in. I'ma come right back and I'm married to my son and show them that I'm right back to win. And the distribution deal coming in. What the fuck are niggas gonna do then? I ain't saying we'll switch, just know my shit, and I ain't gonna stop till it's gorgeous. Like I gotta get this money, timeless, and ain't nothing gon' stop me from getting my money. No, every day I wake up, I gotta get that cake up. Every day I wake up, I gotta get that cake up. Check, check, timeless.
Gorgeous. Let's go.
You're funny. You're funny. Why are you? Why? Yes, absolutely.